I'm Prim.
And I'm Sorvana. We're from the realm of Dunland.
This is Game Face LARP, a foam fighting podcast. All right. Well, before we get into today's topic, we have something that we want to talk about. So you're probably wondering, like, wait a minute, I thought this was called War Paint LARP. Well, it was, but thanks to the power of TikTok, we learned that that term could actually be a lot deeper than either of us were aware. And it could be a bit offensive to Indigenous peoples. And obviously, that is not the vibe. So we just decided to change our name to Game Face LARP. So we aren't perfect, but we believe that once you know better, you have to do better. And so that's exactly what we did. Honestly, we think that the new name and the new logo fits us a lot better, and hopefully we didn't confuse anybody in the process. Huge thanks to Anders Anvil on TikTok for the original comment. So please go give them a follow because they also post a lot of LARP content as well. I want to also just say, like, thank you to everybody who was, like, super cool about the change. And, like, when we tried to be really transparent about it, too. Official about it. And so that's
change. Reviewing this as a positive
thing. It really is. Yes. The new logo is really...
I love it.
Like, so much better, honestly. I think the new logo is really fun because it actually incorporates the weapons.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
so it's
unique to us.
I love that.
Yeah. So, blessing in disguise. Amazing.
Yes, all good.
Thank you.
We also have another exciting upgrade information.
And you can probably tell.
I know, right? If you can't tell, I'm sure we sound a lot better. And it's because someone reaching out and gave advice.
Yeah, they were like, hey, do you want to, like, some advice on improving your sound quality? And we were like, absolutely, we do. We don't know what we're doing. We need help. And so this person, like, gave us some advice, then randomly sent us some doll hairs.
Doll hairs. Real doll hairs.
Actual dollar monies.
Not even Robux.
Was like, please get yourselves something good. And so we did our best.
Well, let's be honest. Okay. So Prim did her best because I am in school and I'm trying to hold my life together with 3 rubber bands and a little bit of bubble gum. And Prim has really done the hard work of trying to lay this down and get our sound quality going. And I couldn't be more proud because it's an intimidating process. But when because they had reached out with Prim, and when you told me that, like, I just started bawling, like this big.
Oh yeah, I was at work. I was like, I saw the doll hairs pop up on my I have a Venmo, and it's like, so and so sent you a gift. I was like, I have never seen that pop up on Venmo. I don't know what that means.
Who's gifting?
I didn't know what that meant, so I clicked it, and it was like, here's money, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't request this money.
No, I've never received money without working for it or requesting
No,
it.
yeah. People, it's kind of like when you are, like, really excited about something, like a nonprofit. Like, I've worked in nonprofits for, oh my god, like the last, like, 8, 9, almost 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
And it's very cool when somebody else like see that, support it, have the means to support it. They go, hey, here's this, just, like, do something really cool. So really, really, really appreciate that. It's another example of the fighting community.
Yes.
Homies helping homies.
He's helping.
Is what they say all the time on all the posts, like, all the time.
But it has definitely been adopted by the.
Yeah. We are very grateful and we appreciate the support. And
yeah.
By no means, nobody, please don't surprise me with more money because my heart can't handle that.
No.
I was at work and I was like, I'm losing my shit right now. But
I know.
We appreciate that person did that, and because now we have much better sounding equipment and we sound clear and crisp. Hopefully I'm mixing it okay, and we're just very excited.
Yeah, it's the support that we've received so far from just people, just interactions and different things. It's just so heartwarming because we're enjoying doing this so much. It's just like it gives me so much joy to do this, and then to feel like that, like, almost endorsement. It almost feels like an endorsement, like, oh, I believe in you.
You're doing a good job. Here's your gold star. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's a really fun, like, way for us to just perfect excuse for us to be like, let's get together and just, like, yap.
True.
But then, like, we get to yap about the thing we, like, really both love, like, so much. So it's like we get to, like, targeted yap about something.
Oh yeah,
for a while.
like, okay, let me talk about my special interest. Like, I had to hold back from when I was doing my practical practice today. I almost was just like, do you want to see my friend's TikTok? And I was fighting in it.
I liked the stretch one. The stretch one I did, that was pretty funny.
That one was really good.
It was so dramatic. Like, that, whenever I took that video, I was like, it's so, like, cinematic for no reason. Like, it's like the beginning of, like, a movie or something when they're like, introing people, and then they walk up and then they're like, "Hey, here you go to the school now." Like it was like I don't know why it made me think that, but that's like when it came across.
Like, this is the start of the movie, the start of the season.
It
the start
was,
of the
yeah.
movie.
It was like the beginning of the movie. But yeah, I think we've introed enough. So let's get into our topic for today, which is all about getting ready for the fighting season, which we were kind of just talking about.
Mhm.
We're going to talk about practices starting up. We're going to talk about prepping our gear, prepping ourselves, and then our favorite thing in the world is prepping for camping events.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm so excited. We're gonna get
Yeah.
to the camping part. Like I'm most hyped about the camping part, honestly. And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna start first with practices because that's what's happening right now for a lot of people that do not have like an indoor space.
Yeah.
It's finally starting to warm up, despite the fact that it snowed Monday. And it's gonna be 70 on fucking Saturday.
I know it's gonna be 70 on this Saturday, but last Saturday we're like sitting at 45? Or was
Yeah,
like the high?
Which we're recording this like mid-March. So
Yes,
by
it
the
was-
time you're hearing this, it's gonna be like the beginning of April. But
But the beginning of April will be so rainy.
But if you remember when mid-March was out of control and all over the place, the temperature dropped like it saw a state trooper.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
And then it rose
like-
just fast.
And then
like,
rose, and then it was like, oh, I'm past him. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
it was
like,
insane.
Oh, they turned off. Good.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
Very
But
that.
it is practice time. Dunlin had our first practice over the weekend.
Oh my god, so good.
It was a great practice, I think.
I was so happy just to get out there and fight with friends. And just like, and we had there was good energy and we were all smiling and having fun. And that's what it's all about. But
And we tried some new things. I
We
think that
did.
was interesting too. We tried like I keep calling it in my head Ninja Warrior. I know it's
it
not
feels like Ninja
Warrior,
Warrior, but it was modeled after American Gladiator.
Yeah.
And then
We
Ninja
did, like, a
Warrior is
little
kind of like the
mock-up.
baby of American
Yeah.
Gladiator. So it all makes sense. They live in the same land.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth trying at a practice.
Yes, it was.
A practice was definitely the place to try that.
Yeah. And now everybody's like, oh, we gotta get the hay bales and all this kind of stuff. And we'll see how that all
We'll see how it
they're
ends
actually
up.
gonna get kind of like it was modeled after like Assault on American Gladiators.
That's
like,
what it is.
if anybody knows that game on American Gladiators, that
I
was
just
the
keep
one.
hearing Ninja Warrior in my head. Luckily, we went to Wolfpack, so a bunch of our stuff was really, for the most part, like
Gear
ready
ready.
to go.
Yeah.
I will be 100% transparent. I did nothing to any of my arrows following Wolfpack yet.
Just left- they're
Nothing
over
has been
there.
done. They're. I haven't used them. I've used the ones that passed, but I have not moved them at all.
I went through and kind of like double like most of the like swords and stuff like that. My shield. I do need to go through like my arrows. I'm teetering back and forth on whether to order those. Okay, the supersonic crucius arrows,
The skinny ones,
the skinny one.
the skinny like flathead full eraser looking. ones?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those they just fire so good. So I'm like kind of like trying to like go back.
They're
and
more
forth.
accurate.
Yes.
They're more
especially for the-
accurate and fast. They are not shoot them in the face.
No.
I do not like to use those. Like, try my best to like mentally be like, don't shoot somebody in the face with these.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, those kind of hit harder.
Yeah.
Than the like wider. Ones.
Yeah,
Like, I think the wider,
absolutely.
softer one. That's what I
can
have.
phantomly feel one that
Yeah.
hit this
It's
cheekbone.
it's just like thwack.
Yeah, it can be a
sucks.
little stunning. I agree with that.
I haven't had any repairs to anything, but what was I thinking about repairing? So I'm lame, and I don't know the proper name of like any actual like I don't know
Right.
what the categories are. So like somebody's
I don't know,
gonna
back and front.
somebody's gonna correct me, but like the
Arm.
one you wear on your arm, that's
shield,
what I have. Yeah, arm shield.
Is it a?
Oh,
I'm
I don't
get in
know.
trouble for being wrong. Right
Wow,
now.
you're
It's a
so smart.
buckler.
Just mansplain shields to me. I think you're right. It sounds right, but I don't actually know what it is. It's the arm shield. I want to figure out how to. It was made for me, but it was not made for my arm. If that
Okay.
makes sense. Somebody else made it for me. They did not make it big enough for these guns over here on my arms, and so it doesn't fit very well, and it's hard to tighten them.
So
So
it's like-
I would like to, at some point this season, I think, fix it. Also, I think I want to put a new cover on. I have a few ideas. One idea is I want to put a beta fish on it. Because
Oh
of
my God,
the
that'd be
beta.
so-
I don't want to make it sparkly. Yeah, I want to make it sparkly somehow and like fun. Or I want to make one that looks like an Oreo. Because like the pizza, because like there's the pizza shields and
I
stuff.
want everyone to know right now. You think you're a fan of Oreos?
Yeah, if you think you like Oreos,
you
get
are
the
not.
fuck out
You
of
are
here,
not a fan
because
of
you do
Oreos.
not.
Not in comparison.
You
just,
have no
just
idea.
Believe me when I say you're not ready to step to this Oreo queen.
No, I know so much about Oreos, and it's been years. Like this is not a new.
No, it's
No, this has been since high school. This has been my favorite snack since high school. And then on top of that, it has become like the cultural phenomenon where they have all the crazy flavors.
Yeah, and all the collabs.
Yeah, and as they have come out, I have tried them. And
gotta do a tier list.
People will be like, people will like mention an Oreo and they'll be like, oh, do you guys remember when they had that? And I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll have like some random fact about it because I know way too much about any of it. I also at one point had like a subscription box for Oreos where like I got random Oreo packs and then I got like random Oreo merch. So like, yeah, I
love the idea of the beta fish.
I like the beta fish idea. I think it's really fun.
I think Oreo is super cute.
And Oreo would be really cute too.
So good with your garb.
I think the beta fish would also be like unsparkly thing that I could do. And like, I think that'd be really fun, but I don't know. That's like my gear goals of the season. Do you have like a gear project that you're thinking about?
Finish my shield. Like I have all of the equipment and stuff together, but like I said, I'm holding everything together with rubber bands, and it's really hard to just be like, okay, well now I'm gonna go sniff a bunch of DAP. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the night. So, and then now that the weather's nicer, because I want to do it outside and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah, because I can't. I'm a wuss when it's cold. Like whenever the temperature dropped back down, I was
we need to coordinate another craft night.
Yes, that's what I'm about. Like I would love to do another craft night. Like I know other people have weapons and stuff like that they want to take care of. I need to go in and just like figure out whether I'm ordering arrows. I should probably just order another set of arrows regardless because I need more.
Honestly,
and then go do some repairs.
I did not make most of my arrows, my purple arrows. Bought those arrows. I wish I could remember who I bought them from. I know I brought them at an event.
Mine were from Gorg.
It was worth it.
No complaints.
Yeah, it was worth it. Like I didn't have to figure out how to make them. They modular, so you just swap the shafts out.
The shaft breaks.
I just get the shaft from Amazon, and then we got a bunch of them gifted to us.
Nice.
So we have a bunch of those too, and that's a bunch of the batch that need repaired.
Yeah.
So at some point this season too, we got to work on those. But aside from gear, or I guess not aside from gear, in addition to gear, we've both already been having conversations about garb.
Yes.
About evolution of kind of styles that we're kind of going with, which I think is one of my favorite things about this whole thing is just getting to customize your avatar.
Right.
I've been on the hunt for gold, found some sick ass leggings on Amazon. That Amazon haul thing. They're black with like gold paint splatter looking stuff.
Ooh, I like.
They're like athletic pants. So I was like, this is perfect for layering with all my stuff.
First thing that okay, so at the beginning of the year,
because that's I think where I'm at. I need like base layers that I can build on. Like I need athletic base core, and then from there do something interesting for fighting. Anyways,
for fighting,
nightlife is a different.
I know. Well, okay, so my brain is like because I can only right now, like I said, envision the next 3 days. But anyhow, Olympics is so cold, right? It's earlier in the season. The night's going to be cold and stuff like that. And then trying to like thread the needle between like, okay, I'm going to fight in this. So I will have a certain amount of temperature rise and like trying to like thread that needle. Like that's where my brain is right now with my garb. I'm like, I do have ways to put like shirts and stuff underneath, like double up layers and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think of like the most effective ways to do that where it still looks good because I'm so vain. I can't go out there and be like, I'm warm.
Yeah. That's where I've ended up with the base leggings, the base layer of leggings. I'm like, okay, I'm wearing an outfit with these leggings or I can wear it without if it's hotter. Some kind of like tank top base that I can like build off of. I've also got like a poncho that I throw on.
Yeah, I love that one though. I love it too.
I have two. I have the gray one and then the one I wore at practice, the like knitted one that I found at Goodwill.
I love that thing.
Like literally found it at Goodwill and I was like, this is so cozy.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
I have to look for like nightlife and stuff like that. It's the challenge. Like I always like because I have one outfit that I made specifically before it being cold and the only time I can wear it. I thought, I'll be able to wear it like Rockfest and Olympics. No, it's only Olympics.
Warm.
Yeah, it's only Olympics for me, and it's because it literally
is it the fur one?
Wait. It does. Well, that one has fur, and I can do that one at both just because it's so off the shoulder, it breathes. But the one I'm talking about is it's literally like made of leather. It's that leather top. And it's like it does not breathe and stuff like that. It is shoulderless, like armless and stuff. But with all of those layers of literal leather on, it's like it's
too much.
I'm so hot. Like there's been so many times that like I
don't know how people wear all the big ass armor in Geddon.
I do not know.
Like I do not understand how they do that.
My thing is like I can kind of see it like
it
at
looks
Olympics
really
kind
cool,
of
but
like Geddon, like when I see people in Geddon,
how do you breathe?
I'm looking at them. I'm worried you're gonna pass out, and you can just see them. They're just rolling sweat, and I'm like, I'm vain, but I'm dang. You know what I mean? It's like that's a lot, but they're so cool. I get it though because you like to pay for one of those armor sets just alone, or even if you make it the time.
Oh
but
yeah,
like,
you want your money's worth out of
I
it.
know, and that's the thing. It's like it's so much that you're like you want to stunt it, and
And
so
they
I don't
look
blame
really
'em.
cool.
But man, yeah, that's
Ugh.
too much. It's too much.
Ugh. But yeah, that's garb.
Yeah.
All right, now we're to the part where we're really excited to talk about this part. Getting ready for the season. We are getting ready for camping as well, and
Yes.
camping and events. And so most people listening to this probably have been camping
Yeah.
or event camping before. However, for the people that have not, I have 2 resources that are amazing. Amazing resources.
I have used when I was a
We
little baby.
have and I'm gonna link them in the notes here. We have Sir Tari has made an amazing list for Olympics. She shares it. I think she shared it like every year, and that was like
Every
the
year I've
first list
known her.
I went off of when my first event, my first like real camping event was Olympics, and so that was the list I went off of. But then we also had we asked like on the Facebook page for people's
And
like
I love all
hacks.
the responses and going through it.
Oh
like
my
whenever
God, they're
I get a
so
break in my
good.
day and I get to go read everybody's response, it makes me
When
so
a little
happy.
notification pops up that somebody said something else, I'm like, I want to know. I want to know right now.
I'm so excited.
But we have a second list that's on the Geddon Wiki page
Okay.
of just a camping list. Both lists are great, very thorough.
Yeah, and
Very
even if
thorough.
you have been camping a lot
Yeah.
of times, like how many times have you gotten to an event and you're like, I can't believe I left
forgot
that.
this thing. Yeah.
And it's really good to use it as like a checklist. I mean, like
Mhm.
when we're going on like 3 or 4 day events, and like for me, like especially like with like meal plans and different kinds of stuff, there's so many different working parts.
There's so
to
many
consider.
things going on prep. Like you've got it. You're at work, like trying to get ready for like going on vacation, basically. So
Yeah.
you're like getting your work stuff together. You've got like we both have like kids at home. We gotta
Yeah.
coordinate like who's watching the kids, like where the kids gonna be. And on top of that, you're like, now I gotta coordinate what all is packing
Everything
in my
I need
car.
for 3 to 4
Who's
days.
coming with me? Yeah. Who's carpooling with me? Who's carpooling with someone else? Do I have room for all their stuff? What are all they like? Is everybody else in camp bringing the stuff that we normally bring?
Yeah,
like who's
exactly.
bringing a flat top and like
It's like, is Roofie Bro gonna actually bring the charging bin? Because if he
Yeah.
doesn't, you know,
who's bringing the fire pit? Like who's bringing
Mhm.
everything? So it's like it's so many moving parts. Having these lists is so helpful.
Yeah, and speaking of, like, especially with, like, the fire pit and, like, some of the larger things like grills and stuff like that, I'm finally breaking down. This is the first event. I'm getting a U-Haul. I'm
Really?
getting I'm
For
getting
Olympics?
Yes, I'm
Oh my
getting a
God, dude.
U-Haul for Olympics, and I'm gonna tow it with the Jeep and everything. It's not gonna be a massive one, you know.
Like one of the small ones?
Yeah, one of the smaller ones,
Okay.
just enough to like put stuff in that are bigger like that, and then you know what I mean, long enough that it can support. Like I'm not doing the smallest one; I'm doing the second smallest one because I'm
Okay.
scared. I'm a hauler scarer.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. So if you see a white America Jeep at Olympics that is hauling something, do not trust that vehicle. It will back.
Don't drive behind it.
She does not know what she's doing. She has no business doing that. She's probably gonna pull it around and then like. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna be like, is there a professional around here for just half a second that will back this right where I want it? Or I'll just pull it around and be like, we're never going backwards.
We're only going forwards. That's how I am too.
Positive thing. So to make room for like the camp. Like,
That's
the
how I
campfire.
felt when I rented a U-Haul the first time. I was like, I'm only going forward. I was like,
I
I'm
the
not gonna
box
figure this
trucks.
out. Yeah.
Every time I move, I just get the box trucks because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is not technically hauling. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I can't be like changing lanes fast or anything, but it's not that bad.
That's the other thing too. Before an event, I always try to think about it, and I think it's a good reminder too. I don't know if it's on. I can't remember if it's on either of those checklists, but to remember to like check your vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Like when was your last oil change? When was your last oil change?
Every year at the beginning of LARP season,
Yeah.
like right before it starts getting hot, I make sure
Yeah.
I get all the full
How
service.
are your tires?
Yes,
Like
because
check
I'm
your
not gonna
tires.
have time in the middle of the
No.
summer to be, but like,
Do you have in your car a jack? Do you have
Yes.
jumper cables? Do you have a spare
Mhm.
tire? Like make sure you have all that stuff in your
I
car.
got air compressor combination.
Because you don't want to get like on the road and have all your shit together and your friends are in the car with you.
U-Haul broke down,
And then it all just like falls apart and you're like, well, we're stuck here.
Yeah, we're
So
here
yeah,
forever.
no, nobody wants that. So make sure you're like doing that too. Like that's such an important thing.
Yeah, the worst thing ever is like you got a broken down car in a state over, you know what I mean? Like how you gonna haul it?
Yeah.
You gotta tow it to like some random shop, and you're like, I don't know if this shop's good.
A sketch. We're gonna hope for the best.
Right.
But also are very excited about the next little section of what we're gonna chat about. I'm very excited about this. We have been connecting with you guys on Facebook and TikTok, and we've been asking you questions. And much to my shock, I did not expect people to be as receptive to this as they have been, but we have gotten a lot of answers and a lot of interactions and
some of them are so funny.
A lot of amazing answers to the questions that we've been asking you. There are we want to know questions. And so we're going to kind of go through 2 of the questions and kind of give like our feedback and then talk about what you guys said as well.
Like some of it, like there was like one.
There was things I didn't think about.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments, like specifically, and I know we weren't going to talk about this one, but just really quick, like when I put out when we put the TikTok out about like talking about garb and stuff like that, somebody responded back with that. Not only did they thrift their garb, but they thrift their fabric.
I thought that was so cool for belt flags.
For belt flags, and I was like, geez, oh Pete, I never even thought about that. I mean, like I do have excess fabric right now because I'm lucky and fortunate, but I need to start thinking like that because I'll look at a garment and be like, oh, I can make that into something, right? But I'm not thinking about it just as the base colors and stuff. And I'm like, Goodwill, watch out. Even though I have purple clothes, no more.
It's got me thinking about the tablecloths and like sheets aisle of like the thrift stores, or like where they have like the table mats and things like that.
Yeah.
For that kind of fabric, especially if it's like
heavy duty
outdoor fabric, because those are going to hold up a lot longer.
Yeah,
as well.
Upholstery level, like you know what I mean, like you know with all like I know some people in the realm like Sothos is really good at like looking at things and being like that can be a weapon.
Yeah, there's stuff like that my brain it just does not. But I'm trying to get better about finding things that I can embellish. That's also something I was literally like the other night. I was up like all night. I couldn't sleep. And so I'm just sitting there scrolling. Yeah, I'm just sitting there scrolling and I'm like, what could I do? Some of the garb I already have to like make it unique. Because I haven't really made a lot of my stuff. I've thrifted, put things together.
But you have a good eye. You have good taste.
I could put things together, I think. And so my thought was, okay, what can I do to some of these that will make them look different? Like they aren't necessarily just store-bought. Like, or make them thrifted or found or whatever.
Unique.
Pre-made, I guess you'd say. Yeah, to make it unique and like make it my own. So like I've been looking at like sew-on gems for some stuff. Yeah.
Bring that sparkle in.
Sparkly things. Yeah. I've been looking at that. Glitter addict. I am. And then I also have some like leftover tie-dye downstairs that I'm like, okay, I could do some like reverse tie-dye to some things.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Say really quick, dyeing fabric, especially if it's light, like don't be trying to dye black. Okay, let's be reasonable.
Although you can reverse tie-dye it, which is also a very fun thing. It's trickier, but
if you see something out there and you're like, man, like this white or this really light yellow or this really light green, you can change it. You can make it whatever
light,
and it's so easy. Look up the YouTube video. It doesn't even take that long. I've done ombre effects on the first try. Dyeing is easy and fun. Go out there and dye your stuff, and then you can have everything you want exactly how you like.
As we're trying. We got off topic.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna very casually segue back to food questions.
To food.
But no, we did these questions. No, you're fine. We're squirrels. We're squirrels. But so we had 2 Facebook questions that we asked recently that we're gonna reference today. So I have them in this order, but I almost do we want to do the camping gear one first or the food? Do you feel camping gear?
I feel like camping gear because we've been talking about like stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a lot more related to food, so I'm cool with that.
Okay.
So we asked, what is your camping must-have? And you guys had a bunch of. I'm just gonna read the list.
Go do it.
You guys had a bunch of stuff. So I said personally, I hopped on there and I said hammock.
Hammock is so pro, and then
that was game changing to the realm. I think everybody's taking a nap in the hammock that I got because
hammock is so good and it's portable. You can just drag
portable
it everywhere.
And it's mesh. So like rather than being like a super hot material in Geddon, like in the Geddon heat, it was so amazing. We've taken it to all sorts of stuff. We leave it on the porch sometimes.
One of my favorite photos of us is me and my hammock and you and yours. Yes. And we're both lying there just chilling.
We're just like, we are vibing.
It was so good.
But yeah, hammock, a power bank.
Oh yeah,
a must-have.
Gotta have power bank. I bring 2 to every event.
I don't have one yet, and I keep like trying to find one on Amazon that I feel like is worth price. Like I don't want to get a cheap one and it not like
I don't know
last very long.
Mine's lasted 3 seasons and I paid $20 for it.
Really?
Yeah, and it'll full charge my phone like 3 times that one, the cheaper one that I have.
Damn. Well, I want the solar power. I want Rufio's.
I want a solar powered one too. I know. Rufio went out there to spend the big bucks, and we're all just like, "Thanks for the power."
He's the one that said. He's the one that said power bank, and he said battery bank fan, which is also really cool. Also just snagged a tiny fan on Amazon that I have at work that plugs in USB that could be plugged into one of those, and it fans so crazy hard for being as small as it is.
Now, I was scammed, but I was scammed. I bought a big fan, right, that had like a water collection in it to like help cool air. It's like old like convection style like cooling, right? Okay. And I thought, okay, well, let me give it a try. The fan is really great on it. I still plan to use it and stuff like that. I never put water back in that. That was not the water doesn't do nothing. So don't do that. Speaking just get a normal fan. Man, I wish we had. Whenever I was camping when I was little, they used to have like little misters that would go around big fans. If we had a water hose at one place, I would totally do that.
They have like the misting tents.
Those misting tents are everything during Geddon. It's like I'm gonna die, and I'm like, oh, I'm alive.
Those are so amazing. Speaking of water, somebody also set a bucket of water in their tent that they just like splash on to like cool down or like wash their face. And I was like, you know what? I wouldn't have thought of that, but like that totally makes sense.
That's not bad. Yeah.
But people used to like do that. They used to have like little water basin in the jug, like in their home or whatever. So it's like it makes sense.
Wash off really quick too. Like, cause like the dust and stuff.
Because you're not always necessarily like right next to a bunch of water.
No. And I do believe in the jug method. I don't not necessarily the bucket method, but I normally have 2 jugs that are empty that I fill up when we get to the event at whatever water is available, just for like emergency whatever's.
That's smart. On the opposite end of being warm for when you're cold, somebody said hand warmers.
Those are so good.
So good. They also have shoe ones. They're designed for your shoe and they sticker in because my mom does horseback riding camping. So they go take their horses in their horse camper and glamp much more. They call it camping. And I'm like, no, what we do is camping. Yeah. What you're doing is going in a trailer that has like...
I glamped all through my childhood. I'm very aware of the difference. I'm like we got an AC in here. If you have an AC, you're not camping.
They have the little sticker ones that we put in our boots before we go out on the trails and stuff. And it's so much warmer.
I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to go find them. I need that. My toesies
it's worth it. And then travel bidet. That's what somebody said.
Look, we all have our priorities.
We all have our priorities.
Just need to protect ourselves more than others.
Some of us are bougie. Yes. Some of us know what's important in life. And
but that water's gonna be so cold.
It probably is, but you know what?
Wake you up.
Wake you up.
You don't need coffee. Just go. You're
fine. You're fine. Another one that somebody said was camping cot, which we just upgraded. We just upgraded to a camping cot, and I got it out, and I made Woosh take pictures of me all like cozied up in it.
Cozy.
I was like, I did not want to get out of it, and then I started playing like campfire sounds, and I was like, I'm just gonna close my eyes.
You're so ready.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend that we're already there. It was so fun. And then somebody else said a moving blanket, and I thought that was really interesting. They said they lay it down like on the bottom of the tent, and it acts like a carpet.
I went through a period of time where I was slightly addicted to yoga. My cats loved scratching yoga mats.
Yeah.
So I ended up acquiring several yoga mats that have little
holes.
Yeah, and it's too aggravating to actually like try to do yoga on it. Like you get weird pressure points because
it gets weird. It's sometimes they like rip.
Yes,
and it slips. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
So now I use them as part of my camping gear, and I throw down a bunch of yoga mats because I just happen to have them. I would not suggest anybody buying them to do this.
But if you have some,
but if you have them, also I bought a bunch of like the foam mats, the gym floor mats for making weapons.
Oh yeah.
And it's super cheap, and you can hook those suckers in together. And you could put that down. And I'm gonna tell you what, making sure cot is so preferable.
So good.
But if you have an air mattress, I know it sounds crazy, but putting that insulation in between that and the direct ground will save some of that air temperature inside there. So I normally have to run with a heated blanket, and I make sure I have mats down underneath the air mattress, but I'm not even air mattressing this time. We're going to go.
We have we got a really small, like almost like a backpacker's like mattress, like air mattress.
Okay.
So it's very, very flat, but it does air up and it's very cushiony. We put that on top of the cot.
On that one time and it was really good.
We put that on top of the cot and it helps with the bars. And then we got a fitted sheet. We got a full size fitted sheet and put that over it to help it from like wiggling around because it was like slipping around. It was that's what I was laying on the other day, like in the middle of the living room. I was like, and you haven't even seen our tent. You've seen the upgraded tent. Right? Yeah, we haven't even. Well, to be fair, we haven't seen it either because we haven't taken it out of the box. It's not been warm enough. But we've been trying to do it for like
say like certain things, but like test test your relationships. And I'm not just talking about like your significant other. It'll like test your friendships, and it'll test your put a tent together with a family member,
Yeah.
your significant other or your best friend, and you will see very quickly what happens whenever your friend encounters adversity.
That's when I knew.
And when you got to work together. Yes.
That's when I knew it was meant to be. I was like, this when we got to the first time we camped together, we put our like stuff together so easily, and like everything just like I was like, this is nice.
So
This is fantastic.
So lovely.
We're not gonna argue about this at all.
Wait a minute. We're
What's
sitting
going
at
on?
camp and we're not mad?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
How do we sit at camp if I'm not in a bad mood? And then I have to go get a beer because I was in a bad mood for setting up
That was
camp.
great. Well, to be fair, part of setting up camp, the first step of setting up camp is you shotgun a beer. That's step one. That you can't. I don't know if you've ever read the instructions for putting a tent together, but step one is you shotgun a beer.
I shotgun that beer. Putting the tent together will be a lot more fun, but I think it won't hold together.
That's probably what happened when the one fell on me.
Oh, what rain was it Olympics or was it Geddon? But there was just so much rain.
I think it was Geddon rain.
Yeah, it almost collapsed my tent.
Yeah.
I woke up tonight and I look up and my tent is bulged in.
I think I remember that. Because the canopies were doing it too.
Yes, it was so much rain that time.
Oh, it was so bad.
That tent would have made if I had one beer before putting
we had
it
a couple.
It was so close.
Speaking of rain, we had a couple of really good comments that we were like, we have to have to mention these comments. So, our two fave comments were obviously from Facebook, but Sir Pippin, she said her must have was rain boots for playing in puddles at wet events and Crocs for playing in the creek. And I was like, that's so wholesome. Listen, no, I don't like Crocs.
No, I don't wear them.
They're so weird looking.
But for I don't own a pair.
They were in Idiocracy for the
I know, for a reason, for being hideous. I don't own a pair, but I
get it.
Go through the creek over at Billy Creek. I walked up from the far end all the way up to Dunland. We went and we were going like, we were yoo-hooing and stuff like that. We were being creek sirens and stuff like that. We were having so much fun. But I wore flip-flops, right? That were like water, that the water would just run off, so my shoe wouldn't get wet and everything. But walking up the creek, I lost my flip-flop like 4 times and had to go back and rescue it. So yeah, I can see the Croc logic there, because you can put Crocs in that sport mode, but I don't know if I can just
sport mode.
I don't know if you can justify Crocs for just going to the creek.
No. I mean, if you already have them, that's
just
okay.
Get some strappy sandals.
Yeah, a little plain and puddle boots. I thought that was so cute. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum here, we had Hunter, who said his camping must-haves are Blue Chew, Howie's tape. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsoring us. They're sponsoring him. Not sponsoring us. The way I laughed when I saw that come through my phone, I was like, first of all, I was like, what is he commenting on?
Right.
Because I was like, what is that?
What is the answer to what question?
Why is this the answer and what was the question? And I was like, oh. Well, that's truly a choice there, Buckaroo.
No, but the
hockey tape is totally fair.
And I'm a tape snob at this point, right? Because if you go buy that Walmart tape, okay, if you are retaping your weapons all the time and it feels like your tape is peeling up, it's because you bought that nasty Walmart hockey tape. Go throw it away.
I have the Amazon one.
Ooh, okay, it's the Amazon.
It's all right. It's fine.
The best one I have
for the
found
price.
Academy, that you get the big rolls over there, and it's got like a white symbol on it, and it is so good. That glue that sticks, it doesn't peel, it doesn't shift. It's really good glue, and then it feels good in the hand too. So now I'm a tape snob. It's good. I tell you, go to the Academy, get that tape there. It's the best. It's the best.
I'm gonna have to get that. We're probably to the point where, well, it's good to have a bunch of random ones, honestly, because
as the season goes,
we're gonna lose them, and people are gonna ask for them and whatnot. But
yeah, right now I have a white one and a black one inside my bag, and it's just because I got the white one to do one thing, that spiral on that javelin.
I actually swapped out my backpacks before practice. I don't know if you probably didn't notice. I upgraded from my don't do drugs backpack. And now I'm using my old hiking backpack as my practice.
You fell off the wagon.
I switched to, well, it was one of those like pull string bags. So it was like barely functional. It was not organized. It was like shit was just like rocking around in there, and I was like,
and they move so much.
It's not comfortable. Yeah, it's not comfortable to actually wear. So I've had this hiking one, and so I put everything in the hiking one, and then there's also a compartment in it. It's like a cooler, so I can shove the water bottles in there, especially for like monthly melees with Middlemarch. I was like, I can put ice like packs in there. It'll
See,
be awesome.
that's what I need because I'm running with like a little like grab bag, and then we have the softball bag
But
for
it
all the
has
weapons.
my tape on the side.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm gonna make sure I've got that in there. I've got my string, my bowstringer
Yeah.
string. But yeah, but it was really awesome. But now that we've talked about camping must-haves are,
Yes.
it's time for my favorite part, which is the food.
Snacky.
A snacky time. So we asked you guys what your favorite camping meal was, and we had a lot of responses to this one. A lot of people said realm and unit meals,
yeah.
specifically mentioned were Dunland, of course,
I love it.
for the meal plan.
Oh yeah.
Black Company also makes some really good food.
That's cool.
And then from last episode, we learned what HG stands for.
We did it.
We
guys.
did.
We learned a thing.
We learned some lore.
It wasn't Homes Deep.
It was not Home Depot either. It was it was House Dragoth. Dragoth.
House Dragoth.
Is it Dragoth? Okay.
So House Dragoth, apparently you were the problem at Wolfpack, and everybody had
you
to
were
gang
the
up
whole
on you.
problem. Everybody was
So,
mad at you.
Yeah, stop being so good.
Stop being so good. But also thanks for making good food.
Yeah.
Apparently you make good food.
Oh my God, what was it? There at Ockfest, we went on that big long walk because whenever I had to remove the troublemakers from Bardic, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, y'all are getting too loud and too rowdy. You're not going to ruin other people's. But they were hyping. They were just excited. But you know,
they got too excited.
That's the problem. It's like it's not that Dunland is ever going to be unenthusiastic. Sometimes we're too.
Sometimes we get too enthusiastic and we have to be escorted.
Yes. So we went. So
we try to be aware of when we need to take our people outside.
Yes, exactly.
We try to babysit.
We're like it's just
we
like
don't want to
whenever
ruin
you have
other
a
people's
puppy,
fun. Yeah,
you got to take them on a walk if they get too much energy.
We don't want to ruin other people's fun.
No, exactly.
Absolutely not.
But we went wandering down, right? And we were originally on the hunt for the grilled cheeses that were out that night. And then we ended up wandering through until, and once again, because I'm so great with names, right? We got down there and I think it was like, I want to say it was Boarhead or something like that realm. And they had put on this huge catering service of like, I'm talking real legit catering equipment. Like I'm talking silverware. I'm talking like a drink station. I'm talking about raised platforms, not just an aluminum. I'm talking about real silver.
Oh,
like
God.
it was wild.
Like serving tray.
Like
oh my God. Like chafing dishes.
Yes. Like I walked in and I was like, oh, we went the Lord's table. Okay.
This is where the rich people
And then
live.
I'm like turning around and looking at the boys and they're all like, we're going in. So they asked and talked to them and they were like, yeah, go ahead and eat and all this stuff. So we got like great, like all of a sudden it was like, I was like just wandering around and I'm like, I just got like one of the best meals ever at camping too. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, or Ockfest. I'm like, how did this work out? But no, that was some awesome food. So just letting everybody know.
So many people make so many good like just campfire foods. Like it's so good. Like people were also saying they made like foil packs.
Oh yeah.
The classic hot dogs over the fire. Shout out to our gnome friend who said to put not hot dog seasoning. What the fuck is that? Taco seasoning. God, could you imagine hot dog seasoning? Like, could you imagine
hot dog water?
Oh, I hate that. It's hot dog water. Could you imagine? Well, this was I'm gonna get there. The hack was to put taco seasoning on your hot dog. I think that sounds pretty good. Somebody also said baking a pineapple upside down cake in a Dutch oven. That sounds like more steps than I want to do, but that sounds amazing.
If somebody else made it,
if it was a celebratory dish, I think I would.
Yeah, like
I would find the energy. Yeah, I would find the energy.
Like if we had a member have a birthday at an event, we'd have to go hard like that.
And then classic bacon and eggs, just such good.
Bacon and eggs, man.
Also a bunch of things mentioned were the ready to eat items. Specifically Pop-Tarts were mentioned.
Yeah, I mean you got to bring snacks. Like I feel like
so
that's
good.
Because there's so many times that like you go out and you leave it all out on the field, and then you're coming back and you're like.
Trail mix is a big one for me.
Yes.
I just get a big bag of trail mix and I'm like, I can take a little handful, a little bit here and there.
And it doesn't upset the stomach because you're not super full.
It's not heavy.
It's calorie dense.
It's enough to like help settle you down. Yeah.
The pickle fairies that come around at events. Bless all of your souls. Every single one of you.
They always walk around. They're like, you want a pickle? We almost always bring pickles.
Yes,
I think,
pickles are like getting that, that salt and everything. That's so good.
Also mentioned 3 times by 3 different people was a can of SpaghettiOs in different formats. So some people eat it quietly in their tent. Shamefully. Some people just eat it everywhere else. I don't know. I forget the other 2, but it was enough that it was mentioned more than once.
Well, I don't blame people. Like, especially like, okay,
it's like eating ravioli out of the can.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's too metallic-y for me.
I agree. But my thing is it's like, I feel very hearing that comment, and I'm not trying to make that comment sad. It's very funny. Like, I
No,
love
it's
that.
funny. It's you
But
just wanna eat something real fast,
you
like
wanna eat something real fast, but I
yeah.
like hearing that and stuff like that, like, us having the meal plan, us having, like, such a wide like, a big group of people to go camp with and stuff like that, and, some people like to be off on their own and stuff like that. It's not like a dig or anything,
Some people need
but
a minute to, like, decompress.
oh, I do.
Just sit in the
I do.
tent,
I
yeah.
do at events. I will purposely, like, turn to my people and be like, "I'm gonna go take 30."
It's time for me to sit in my enclosure.
Yes, because I get so overstimulated at events.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, so much adrenaline from fighting. Oh, I may be 2 days in. I had drinks last night. Like, I'm not
It's hot,
hydrated
it's
enough.
cold,
It's hot,
it's
it's
wet,
cold.
it's yeah, you
So
need a minute.
that's why I always like that they have the church there too. Because even if
I
I
need
have like
warm socks on.
I have gone in that church 3 different times and just sat. And I'm not like super like religious or anything like
No, but
that.
it's quiet.
It's
Yeah.
quiet and it's peaceful
Mhm.
and it smells like old building, which I like.
Oh,
It does. It's
yeah,
very like,
it
okay,
does.
I was like my grandparents like 50% raised me and their home had that old like a very old house, right?
Mhm.
So it has that old house smell. So whenever I go in there and I sit down, I can kind of like connect with that and almost feel like that safety and that like and that protection of like being a kid at my grandparents' house. I know that sounds really
Aw,
weird, but
no.
it's like having that moment and I can just like and it's just walls and it's just far enough away from everything that you can kind of hear it, but it's not it's you really
It
take a breath.
deafens the sound,
Yeah, at
like,
Billy
it
Creek.
deafens it at Billy Creek, yeah, if
Yeah.
you go in there. It's a
Go in
nice
there,
quiet
go look
space.
around in there too, because there's some really cool stuff, but just to take a minute and, like, go be by yourself.
They also have a ton of vendors over there that make
Yes.
amazing food as well.
Oh my god, yes.
Such good food. There's always the barbecue guys that are
The
there, like,
barbecue's
they're so
delicious.
good. There's usually just random other ones. I
Well,
don't know what
what
the
is
names
her
of everybody
name?
is.
Her sh they
The one on the
she has an
corner
official title, but everybody refers to her as lady and stuff. She's the one who, like, works the hot grill, and she has, like, their family, and they
yeah.
work together, and they make the
Mhm,
holy grails in the morning.
mhm.
If you have a bad morning or a good night that equals a bad morning, go over there and get yourself a
Get
holy
the
grail
hangover cure.
and fix and it'll and they're so and they've been in the community forever. They donated to, one of the auction items, like a free like a gift
Oh,
certificate.
wow.
They're very I don't know, because you know me, I just gotta go walk up and talk to everybody and stuff like that, but they've been really nice and sweet, and I've had
All
some
the
really good combos with them
all
and
the
stuff.
food vendors are
Oh, yes.
so fantastic.
We're
So
so
good.
fortunate, like, that it's so set up like that too. You have options, nobody's starving.
No,
And
and
I do go over there to the coffee, even though the coffee
oh,
line
yeah,
gets crazy long.
you gotta go to the Gabbler Cafe, you have
Yes,
to.
it's
Gabler? I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
Gabbler or Gabler?
I'm not sure.
I don't
My
know.
brain just calls it coffee shop.
The cafe.
The
Go
cafe.
there.
And the coffee is delicious. It
It's so
always is
yum yum.
delicious, yeah, but, and it's worth just sitting there for a little bit, and then, oh my god, that one
They
year they
also
had the
randomly had ice
cheesecakes.
cream. Do you remember the one time they had ice cream randomly and they were
Yeah, it
giving
was
it away?
free. It
And they
was
were giving it
Geddon. It
away?
was
Oh, it was
Geddon.
amazing. I had never had an ice cream taste so good in
It
that
was
heat. Like,
really,
oh, it was
really
so
good.
good.
It was, and then the one time they had that cheesecake vendor girl, that
Yeah.
cheesecake was
Oh
delicious.
my god, it was good.
Like, go eat. Like, always, like, bring
I
stuff just
always
in case.
try to go at least once to, like,
One of the
one
vendors.
of the vendors just 'cause, like, it's so good, and I definitely get coffee. Not every day, but
No.
at least once, sometimes if I can, more than once, but
I bring, like, cold canned coffees like Monsters or, like, Starbucks, depending
yeah.
on which one I'm sick of right now, but I end up drinking those in the day, and then I'm
I
like,
end up
"Oh, no,
doing,
now I have to go get hot coffee in the morning,"
I
and
started just making my own, like, cold brew, and
mhm.
then I've brought it with
I've
me,
seen
and
you
then I
make
just
one of those. It was
yeah,
good.
I just mix it with the ice and the creamer. I just bring creamer, and then I mix it all together, and
I have tried
it's
personally.
easier than trying to do hot coffee
That's what I was
because
about to
it's
say.
good to have hot coffee, but it gets cold really fast if you don't
Mhm.
have, like,
Well, and the
the
thing
proper
about it
cup.
is like the amount I don't know if anybody realizes this, but the amount of
Takes so
power
long to boil water.
no, the amount of power that it takes to run a percolated coffee maker
Oh,
is
yeah.
even too much for roofie bros
Yeah, I remember
thing.
that you brought one and
It
it
will
didn't work.
kick
Yeah,
'em.
it was like,
You
"No."
have to be able to handle a surge of, like, I don't even know. I'm not gonna put a unit measurement behind it because I don't know what I'm
I don't
talking
know the
about, but, like,
math.
700, and most of those charging banks only are, like even if you get an expensive one, like, it's up to, like,
That's
500.
crazy.
So to get a power bank that can run a coffee, because it's that deep
'Cause
for
I've
me.
looked it up.
It's that deep for me with my coffee right here next to my face right now at at what? At 7 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
caffeine just doesn't hit anymore.
It
But
really doesn't, dude.
no, I'm like, oh, eventually when I'm like, "Why don't my kidneys work?" I'm gonna be like, "Maybe
It's 'cause of the
it's 'cause of the coffee." But I
Okay.
looked it up and it's just like it's a nightmare. So if anybody out there in the universe has like and I bought a percolator to do it like on the hot thing and everything, but if somebody has a way to make hot coffee that I don't know about, I mean, I will continue to drink cold coffee and be grateful, but I'm just saying. Other events, they don't have
Like,
coffee
I
shops.
have my French press, and, like, again, it just doesn't stay hot that long, and
Yeah.
I don't like to I usually don't bring, like, a thermos.
Mm.
Just don't like drinking out of, like, tall
No,
thermoses,
those
like, I don't know
I
why.
feel like I'm dunking on myself.
I'm weird, and I have some, and I use them for coffee, but
Mhm.
I drink coffee out of those with a straw. Okay,
Girl,
because
yes.
hear me out. I don't like drinking out of those in the car unless I have a straw because I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, spill it
Yeah.
or, like, I can't, like, lift it up and drive at the same time,
Mhm.
and I've done a lot of, like, driving and commuting for, like, different jobs and stuff,
Mhm.
and so if I put a straw in it, only the
You drink faster.
and not only can I do that, it's really hot, I can sip it, like, a little bit at a time, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna, like, burn the roof of my
That's
mouth.
true. That's a smart
And I can
move.
control, like, how much yeah.
I
So,
like that.
that's my weird take, but I drink coffee with a straw. I drink hot coffee with a straw.
I'm about to
Yeah.
try it. Like, you might
It's
have made a convert. I'm
it's
curious.
it's the way to go,
We
personally.
so that is really good because like Precious and Sothoth and others and me are all caffeine addicted
We are.
and stuff. So I thought that I could pull that off with the I at Olympics though, I what I did every single day of last Olympics was I'd go up there really early in the morning with like percolated coffee and go plug it into
Oh,
the
yeah, I
pavilion.
remember you doing
And I
that.
was carrying it back because I didn't bring backup coffee because I thought because that's when I
'Cause you
learned.
thought it was gonna
That's
work.
when I
Yeah.
learned
They
that
were like,
freaking
"Oh,
hippie
we'll just
bros
plug
won't
it
work.
in."
Right?
Yeah.
And I go up there and I just wave to everybody and be like, "Hi, Middlemarch, how are you doing?"
"Good
I'm too
morning."
I haven't had coffee yet, so I don't talk to people yet,
No.
but I'll wave and I'll give you that little smile like, "Hi."
The
I'm
good morning wave when you
yeah,
see
like, and
people.
I'm just over there
When you
like
go to the
hovering.
bathroom in the morning and you just nobody talks, you're just like, "Mhm."
Yeah, that's me. I'm like,
Nod.
I require
I
coffee.
acknowledge you're here.
Yeah, I require 30 minutes in coffee to become functional to the
Yeah.
point where I wake up 30 minutes before I wake my daughter up because I know I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
unfunctional. I'm so unfunctional.
I have to have, like, a little bit of the quiet of the morning to, like,
Mhm.
prepare. Yeah.
Yeah, before the
Before I
onset.
have to, like, deal with every
I'm not allowed to
task that's required.
drive until I've been awake for 30
No,
minutes.
that's fair. I wouldn't either. That's hard to do, dude. Um, but yeah, there's so much good food, and we have a couple more of our favorite comments.
Yes.
We have one from Jacob Baker, said, "My first Eclipse, which is an Ohio event,
Mhm.
I hadn't had the chance to go out for food yet and was starving. I plucked a bunch of apples off the tree and cooked them over a campfire. Someone was kind enough to lend me some cinnamon and sugar. Best camp meal I've ever had."
That's
That sounds
awesome.
so good, and I thought that was crazy because I remember I was there and I was like, "I don't remember seeing apples." So now the next time I go back,
Searched
I'm
him
like,
out. Now you
yeah,
can be
I'm
looking
like,
for
I kinda
the
wanna
Eclipse
find these
apples.
apples, but he was like, "Watch out for, like, wasps and stuff," and I was like,
True.
we used to have an apple tree, so I was like, "Well, that's fair."
Best climbing trees.
Very good.
Grandparents
Very
have
good.
2 apple trees.
But yeah, that sounds so good. I love baked apples.
Oh my god,
We've
yeah.
made some before
Talk
here
about
at
being
home.
resourceful and figuring it out.
Oh, yeah. We made some here at home, to put, like, on pancakes and stuff, and it's, like, so good. And then we had another one from Quentin Overturf, who said, "My first Geddon" aw, it's everybody's first event. "My first Geddon, I didn't pack enough food," rip,
Yeah.
"and HG had their house party, and so I drifted around there. They had 5-gallon buckets of pickles open, and I got one, and then another, and another. I ate, like, a dozen pickles."
Can you imagine
Uh,
drinking it that much pickle in
I
your
ate a
stomach?
dozen pickles, and I have to turn the page. I ate, like, a dozen pickles, and it was like manna from heaven, to be honest, 10 out of 10. I did ask after the 4th pickle if it was cool for me to be crushing them like that. Murdoch gave me his blessing of pickles.
Oh my god,
I
that's
thought that was
so
adorable.
because the community
Saint of
coming
pickles.
together, like, yeah, have all the pickles you want. Like,
Oh.
if I found out that somebody didn't have food or, like, whatever, I couldn't.
Anytime we do,
I couldn't.
we try to, like, we just feed people. Like,
We
we went
do.
to Eclipse and we were like, "Angus, you need to eat our food. Like, please eat our food." Like,
Come on, Angus.
yeah, I forget what he had. He had, like, sausage or something and, like, just random nothing, and we were like,
That's not
"Eat
gonna
our
work then.
food." No. We made quesadillas, we made this, we made that. Like, we love food, so
Oh, yeah.
we were piggies. So that was, those were our 2, like, Facebook questions.
Those were such
And
good
I'm, like,
comments.
so excited to, like, do more of these Facebook questions
I
because
know.
I'm learning things I want to do, like, in the
Yeah.
future. Like, yeah, 1000%. The moving blanket thing too,
That's
particularly,
good.
because I was looking at, like, outdoor rugs,
And
but
they're
now
so
I'm like,
expensive.
yeah, and now I'm like, well, what if I just get a moving blanket
There you go.
and just throw it on the ground? So yeah, now I'm gonna have to be looking into that. But that's kind of that part. So now we're kind of to our what's coming up next.
coming in.
So we've got, when this airs, it's going to be April. And so we're going to look at April, May, and June for events.
Mm-hmm.
April 23rd through 26th, we have Middlemarch Olympics. We have a link to the event page in the show notes as well. So if you're not pre-regged or registered or whatever, you can get on there and register.
Go. If you've
Just
never been, just
do
go.
it.
It's so
We're
much
gonna
fun.
be there.
We'll be there. Come
And
say
obviously,
hi.
you want to hang out with us. So
Yeah, we're cool kids. We'll be like, come over here. You can come sit at the cool kid table.
we're gonna be having the most fun possible.
We will. And
If we
we
can.
have so much fun stuff to do. I'm excited to cook. I'm excited for the night
It's gonna be
fights.
awesome.
I'm excited for the night quest.
I'm excited for the night quiz too because it's been different every year. It's a little bit different every year.
We're gonna do it, girl.
I think we're gonna nail it. We also have Dunlin Fight Night. It's not a confirmed. I don't have an event page or anything yet. So
Cora's birthday.
oh, well then
maybe happy night fight. Right?
maybe it might be the official day. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have an event yet. Maybe by the time I post this episode, we'll have it. But if we do, it'll be in the show notes. If we don't, then sorry.
Keep looking.
Keep looking. And then June 2nd through 7th, we have Armageddon. Geddon. So ready for Geddon. I'm so freaking ready for Geddon
this year. Like I feel like I'm not a great fighter, but I feel like my skills are growing. I feel like my skills are growing. I'm excited to go out there. I want to, do more tournament based stuff. I'm just so excited to just get out there and live it.
And watch people. I love watching the tournaments. Like I'm garbage at the tournaments. Like I always try. I feel obliged to try.
Participate.
I think because you don't even have a chance if you don't try. So you have to at least try. And yeah, so I at least try, and then but I enjoy getting to watch people fight, and I enjoy watching the tournaments.
Oh, I love it.
And I love hyping up our crew.
We've lost our voices how many times?
Hyping up our voice. I feel like I'm just gonna not have a voice like all season because I've been sick. Yeah. I'm still not 100% where my voice should be.
Yeah,
I think it's just gonna the allergies. This now we're talking all the time. Yeah, it's gonna be
a struggle. When Prim loses her voice, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a text to speech thing. Yeah. So everybody watch out for that episode.
I'm just gonna sound like Miley Cyrus eventually. Like
we're just gonna we'll have it type in and we'll just like have a celebrity thing.
God, at this point, AI would just take an old recording of my voice and be like, "Here you go, make me say that again." That's awful.
You could, though.
It is scary. I hate that. Actually, it is. It's really awful. Yeah, those are the events that are coming up. If you have an event, if you have an episode suggestion, if you have like something you just want to tell us, we have a little spot on the link tree now. It's a little suggestion form. It says suggestions for episodes, but if you just want to say something else to us, like just pop over there, send a message, whatever. You can also message us on Facebook. Like we can accept messages there.
We're so people.
You can message me on TikTok too. Like we're on TikTok as well.
Don't message me on TikTok. I don't look at my messages on TikTok.
I do.
She does.
I do.
But at Facebook, I'll get back to
Customer service right here. You've reached the customer service.
Won't look. I'm being honest with myself. Like I rarely
have to turn the settings off of certain things.
Yeah, like I'll go through and see I'll just go through and see the stuff that Prim sent me, and I just end up like going down like 7 of them and watching them on the row. That's what I do every time.
I go in phases where I'll hop. Well, I was going in phases, but now I feel like I'm on TikTok a lot more. But I was going in phases where I'd like watch like 75 TikToks and send everybody like a bunch of them, and then I wouldn't do anything for like a week and a half.
Right, you don't go back.
I'm like a snake, like a TikTok snake. Yeah, I'm like, here's my giant meal. Here's your food. I'm gone. But
are you not entertained?
Are you not enjoying my content? But yeah, I guess that's the end of that. This was our 3rd episode. We did it. We did it.
Okay.
That's all from us.
Really quick.
Here we go.
Everybody. Now look. Okay. Anybody who uses a non-conventional weapon, and I'm like, don't say like, oh, I only have it's like a min red. No, that's not unconventional enough. I'm talking like you went out there with a hammer. You're out there with a quarterstaff. You're out there with somebody's telling you
that's not niche.
Yeah, weapons. That's not a very efficient weapon. Yeah, a kukri. Yeah, like that's not a very efficient weapon. Like if you use this, it would be better. No, you go out there. You go live your dark Sith life. You be that dwarf, and you get it done. Good night.
I like
unconventional weapon.
Well, that's all from us. I'm Prim,
and I'm Sorvana. Now get your game face on,
and we'll see you on the field.